everyone, welcome back to Pommyinoz. How are you all doing? I hope you're all really well. We're Christmas Eve. It's only one more sleep until the big red guy delivers us all of our presents. I hope you have an absolute fantastic holiday season. Hope you have some great times with friends and family. And thank you very much for joining me. If you are new around here, spread that Christmas tree, drop a like, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. It's so important, it means so much to the channel. We're really smashing out the subs and it means so much. And had a lot of good feedback from yesterday's video, so I thought I'll give you part 2 of what went down in Weekend League. And without any further ado, let's smash into it. So it was game 16, we were 9 wins, 6 losses. We came up against this guy who had probably the best name I've seen in FUT Champions for a while, and it started off in classic Pom way. I got the old cheese goal. I was 1-0 down and it was me boy Dembele who goes against me, but broke up his possession. It was a real tough game, this one, because it was so fast paced. We were both very similar in styles. We both love playing the direct ball. We got it 1-1 there, and these fast-paced starts really do suit my game. I really enjoy these quick, when someone comes on to me early. I find the players that are a bit more patient, I struggle with. Got the goal here, happy days. Me South Korean assassin there, just killing it, is Hwang Lee-chan. And there we are, you see, look, that undoes me. That driven pass just outside the box gets me every time. And he started to get on top here halfway through. He's got a lot of meta players, as you can see, and it was getting a real slog, it was, and I was having to do it. But look at this peach. That is the goal of the year, that, my guys. Look at that. What a nail. You don't need VAR for that. But he was getting really on top, and I've got to say, like, his ability just to do the right thing was really hard. As you can see here, getting passes away was so hard. At times it felt like I had zero possession. Ben Yedder there doing what Ben Yedder does. And unfortunately, it was just pressure did mount. And honestly, the floodgates, I did well to keep it at 3-3 for so long. You can see there, I panicked, knocked it back, and you can see I did the old panic substitution. But we know I never quit. Me boy Costa never lets me down. Got 4-4, back in it. Anything can happen at this stage. And look at the time on the clock. Look at the time. We're in extra time, and it's another extra time early goal. We've had 2 already go to extra time, 1 in pens, and it broke my heart. And you can see here, I could sense he was going to go all men back at this stage because his stamina had worn out. I managed to snake it, 5-5. It's anyone's game. And this one, I'm particularly proud of this. Worked that one well. Lewandowski never lets you down. Going into half-time of extra time, I started to believe at this point. I did believe. I really did. And we grinded the win out. And a good little finish here. See, he's given up. And cheeky David Beckham goal, 7-5. Probably a game I didn't deserve to win. I did. And that was just persistence. That's where it is. There was times, honestly, where I could have rage quit that game. There was about 20 minutes of play, I think, where I had, like, literally didn't see the ball. It was a nightmare. But you stick with it. Great name, though. If Cammy's watching this, mate, honestly, you were a stellar player. And we got up to 10 wins. And you can see there, 10 wins, 6 losses, game 17. And this second half is usually where I come unstuck. My first 15 I played genuinely well. I wasn't quite happy this week. I like to start, like, first days usually I'm getting like 8 for 2. It seems to be easy the first day. We got the first goal though in this time against Old Harpo. And as you can see, when people pause, if you pause during the game with me, for some reason it seems to kick-start me. And here we are. Nice little build-up play here. Nabry's a jet. Bit unlucky here, but you see, persevered, and what a finish by old Haaland. Never lets me down. He is my boy. I am loving Haaland, I've got to say. Haaland, a lot of time for. So 2-0 up here, and everything's going pretty well. And then my nemesis, one of the nemesises in this, CR7, what a finish. Not much you can do about it. It hurts, but we got the win. Game 18, I forgot to record the start of this, but we're at 11 wins, and look at this. These are my weak areas there, just outside the box, fast build-up. I struggle with it, and I think this guy cottoned on quite early. He did it quite a few times, so I actually switched formations. I went a 5 at the back, and we got the goal here, 1-0, and I went back to my normal 4-4-2. But I quite often do that. I'll bring Kimmich, he's now playing as my CDM. I actually bring him just to play in front of the defensive line when I'm in a bit of trouble. It kind of becomes like a 5-4, well, it comes like a 5-3-2 almost, effectively. And I do like playing that way. And it does stop it, but you can see here, it was just so tricky. And even though I outnumbered him down the back, it felt like he had more players. You can see Lozano is so OP this year. Another goal, 2-1. And unfortunately at this stage, I felt like that old Netherlands boy who had his finger in the dam stopping the flood, because the floodgates were imminent. Mertens, great little bit of work. Not much I could do. 3-1 down. And I'm hating life at this stage, I've got to say. We had the Vita weeks last week. I mean, now I'm just filling up my water, looking miserable, feeling a bit soppy about it. But good little passenger play here with Gnabry and Haaland, and I felt that was good. That's what I'm starting to bring into my game, a bit of patience. I do need a bit of patience in the forward half. Got it there, waited for some help, and got it. And at this stage, 3-2, I felt like I was in it. I started to get... My tail was up at this point, and I felt like I could contain the best he had. And then I played that stupid pass, won it back, and you see, this is how scrappy it was. But this little area here at 3-3, I started to see where he was. I started to be confident that I could contain what he was doing. But the problem is when these guys have got... I mean, this was such a nagging way to play as well, because you can see here, it was pure counter. I had to go on the counter, and I think I nearly broke my glass at this point because I was going mental. 4-3. Thought it was gone. But you can see here his build-up. Look, it's so annoying. Great little skill move. 4-4. And I think mentally here, it kind of broke me at this stage. But I got a gift. Santa's little helper gave me a gift. He got a bit cocky in the last 5 minutes. He was playing for extra time. I think he brought Mbappe on as well at some point. Yeah, he is there. You can see him just bottom left of your screen. He brought Mbappe on, and you could see he was taking the mick. But there we are, 12 for 6. Looking pretty good. And you can see there straight away, and this is what worries me, early goals. I do struggle with early goals, but we have been talking about set plays in the last video. I've worked hard on them, and I feel like if I can get a set play, I feel like it's going to be a goal. A 1-1 here. It was a proper Pom goal, this. Proper Pom goal. Real quick build-up. And then that happened. You see, I thought it was going to be a Pom goal. And you see there, look, Kylian Mbappe. He'd kind of got... He'd worked out what I was doing. He worked out them fast pace. And you can see both of them goals from there. And here's another one, look. Just watching this back now, it's coming back to me, this game. It was absolutely horrific. Memphis Depay as well. He's so OP. That card. Like, get around it. 4-2. Pulled a bit of respectability back. But this, straight from kickoff. Stupid play. Great finish by Depay again. And the floodgates open because, look, a minute after, another goal. And I couldn't handle Mbappe and Depay. I've got to admit. I just couldn't do it. Him, Ronaldo, CR7, and Depay. It was hard work, hard yakka, and it's tough. It's tough because you're coming across these teams. I mean, look, 7-2 now, and this is at half time. And I'm going to tell you something. After this, I went 5 at the back, 4 in midfield, and dropped the striker behind. See, it's 8-2 now. I've gone full defensive, and I'm pretty sure in the second half he actually just kept the ball for most of it. You can see here, 60 minutes in, I'm still battling away. You got God loves a trier. And here it is, Lewandowski, 9-3. But look at this. This guy, I mean, he just seemed to have so many players. And to be fair, he went easy on me at this stage. 10-3. I think he just played the game out. I think he respected the grind. But 12 wins, 7 losses. We come up against this guy and another one of these guys. I didn't know what to do with Taverner there. I should have closed it down a lot better than that. Should have got the clearance away. Foul to Mahrez, 1-0. But we know this is it. This was the goal that I thought we were talking about. The old classic Pom goal. See, counter-attack. Looking for my boy Haaland there. Good goal. The old counter-attacking football that Pom plays. Felt good. And I think it works for me. I have tweaked my formation. I'll let you know a bit more about it in Weekend League this week. Feel a little bit more confident because there's a lot of these goals out the back. I feel like they're very slow to transition from defence to attack. But a classic Pom goal again. A little bit of hustle. He-Chan becoming my fast favourite player. I've actually started to use him as an impact player now. I've actually got the Hazard card, the freeze card. He's going really well. But here you are, look. If you cut back inside against me and you take your time, I get a bit too trigger happy. You can see there I thought he was going to do another skill move. 4-2. Wheels fall off for Pom. It's another one in the L column. And it was just a tough game, this, man. Like, at this stage, it was just a grind. I pulled one back here. And it's tough because I'm in these games. You see, there's only 2 games where I've been blown out, but the rest I've been in. And it's some small percentages in Weekend League, man. And this broke me as well because literally straight from kickoff here, got a goal. Look at this. I was really fighting hard. I went all out attack here. I really wanted the next win. I was sick of losing at this stage. Great little pass, Ben Yedder. But unfortunately, it was too little too late. You'll see at the end of this game as well. Look, I had the free kick, scuffed that up, won it back, lost it. And then I think I win it back again if you see this. Like, you see this, I'm biding my time. I got the, yeah, here you are, look, I got the offside. And look at this calamity of errors. This is where I need to be patient because this should have been 5-5. Look at this here. I took the extra touch. I didn't know what to do. And that was it, game over. But game 21, 12 wins, 8 losses. We come up against this guy and look at that goal there. That was from a headed clearance. Didn't get enough meat on it. I decided, you can see as well, I went into the orange strip. Thought I'd have a change of fortune. But again, through ball, Texera, very good player as well. Lost that game. Then game 22 with 12 wins, 9 losses. And it's getting hard now. It's getting hard now. 1-2. I mean, again, these meta players, Quincy Promes, Alex Texera, it's so tough. But I was really proud of this goal. I held that up. He was going very aggressive with the corners, so I wasn't so bothered about conceding corners. Put in an absolute doozy of a cross. Jadon Sancho doing his bit for Team Pom. Like that, get around him, boys. Get around him. Ride him like a pony. But here we are. It's 1-0. And you see, look at this extra time, man. I need to learn to play extra time better. There's got to be a better tactic because it's just chase, chase, chase. And every extra time I've fallen down. And I've had to come back into it. And it hurts, man. It hurts. It's tough. See, this guy here, look, took the Michaela Strachan. And look at that. Lucky there. Lucky there. Should have drilled it first time. Got the goal. 2-2. Anything can happen. But at this stage, PTSD is kicking in big style. And I'm just thinking of all the extra times I've faced. And all the times it's happened. And I lost that game. Forgot to press record at the start here. But I had a little Juan Chan, little through ball. And it was probably the only highlight for me. Because look at this doofus play from me. Absolutely danger. You invite danger. You play silly games. You win silly prizes. And at this stage, I was so annoyed with that first goal that I conceded. It took me a half to recover. This is an absolute belter. CR7 again just kills me all the time. But here we are, Nabry, and there you get to see Pom in full flight there, and that was just unlucky there, you see. So close, Pom in full flight. Got the ball there, and I just didn't control it. I didn't hit the L2 trigger fast enough, and I got my just desserts. So we're game 24 now, 12 wins, 11 losses. Time's hard because we want the 13 wins. We want to get into the decent bracket where we're going to get 2 of the player picks and get absolutely stiffed by our Canadian mates. Another archetype goal. These goals are something that I've got to work on, but really happy though that a lot of my goals come from turnovers, a bit of pressure. I do like to do the pressure, but again, look, late goal for Pom, and it hurts. Another loss late. 25 with 12 for 12. Very good side as well here. You can see he's got the Rafina side, and that Rafina card is sick as well, by the way, boys and girls. And right on time, he kicks the goal. It's good finish, but I mean, it's these goals that do my head in. Do you know what I mean? It's like simple things, like good finish there from me. But look here, it's simple stuff. 85 minutes again, 2-1, and it's another one. Game 26 then, 12 wins, 13 losses, and this side was grouse. Georgie Best, Rivaldo, great player Rivaldo was in his day, and it was a tough, but we had a good start. Haaland, he often does that, and that's something that I need to do more. Use the guys down the right wing and really use that height we've got there. Rashford is so OP as well. Like, the strength ratings of them centre-backs are higher than old mate Rashford, and he's just so hard to knock off the ball. Good little passage of play here though. Great finish again by He-Chan. Absolute jet, man. Get him in your side. Super sub all the way he is now, and it's even better to play him at like the 70th minute mark. But again, that was a stupid move there, and you know when you do something and you regret it, it was straight away, and I beat myself up for about 5 minutes. George Best finally did something. I did so well to contain him. Lost that one, so we're now 12 for 13. We came up against this team, and I've got to say, mentally now I was in a dark place. I'd stuck Post Malone on to try and get a little bit of motivation, and it didn't really work to start the game, I've got to say. I think I spent most of my time singing, but again, Felix and Neymar, I see them and it kills me. You see there, I got too cute with it. Should have done it. Lost that. So we're 28th game now, 12 wins, 14 losses, and this was tough. You can see here, 70th minute for the first highlight. This was a war of attrition. I brought Beckham on because I was getting a few corners. Straight away, on the nutter Delaney. There we are, 1-0 Team Pom. And you can see we got the win. So we finally got to where we wanted to be, Gold 3. I'm a bit disappointed with it because I didn't play the next 2 games because genuinely, honestly, boys and girls, I was just heartbroken. It was a tough one though. We got the 14 wins, Gold 3. I like to be Gold 2, but Gold 3 has been the average this year. Any tips though you guys and girls have got, please drop them in because I am aiming to get better. Maybe a team selection change. Let me know how you're going on. But that was my weekend league. I'll be back for more weekend league at the weekend. But I'll see you tomorrow. Merry Christmas. Pommyinoz.